Today, I'm going to be talking about the importance of keeping an email list as a business owner. So if you haven't seen my face before, my name is Jessica Taylor Berry. I am the founder of Freedom in the Slow Lane, The Honest Hour, and The Decision Architecture. And I am documenting my journey of building a business while still working full-time in corporate. So again, if any of that applies to you, you are in the right place. So I did want to take a minute to talk about building your email list very early on in your business journey. So one of the things we do is we rely so heavily on social media to be able to reach people and get views on our content and get engagement on our content and things like that. But the one thing that we always seem to forget, and I did this for several weeks before I actually started my own email list, was just thinking about, what if social media just disappeared one day? Now, is that highly unlikely? Yes, but it could still happen. Or the more logical thing is, if for some reason your account gets blocked on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if your accounts get blocked for whatever reason and you aren't able to recover them, you've essentially just lost access to all those people unless you actually know them in person or are connected with them on some other platform. So this is where your email list really comes into play. And I read this somewhere in a book. I don't remember which one or who said it, but it said that people have to actually interact with you or see you 7 to 10 times before they start to trust you. So that means that on social media, through an email or engagement or inbox, people actually have to see you 7 to 10 times before they even start to build trust and awareness about who you are. And that's crazy, right? I mean, again, when you post on social media and we talk about like views and stuff like that, you also have to remember not everybody sees everything that you post. So somebody could see you on social media today, and it could be 3 weeks later before they actually see your next piece of content, unless you actually like tag them in it, or again, they go looking for you. So that is another reason why email lists are so important. Again, I was not documenting my emails for several weeks. And then I actually had someone who has actually built a business, almost acting as a mentor. And she said, listen, start building your email list right now. Like, keep that front and center and keep that email list warm. And by warm, she means send them an email often. So I've started to build my email list. Again, built it from scratch. The only people that I know personally who are on the list is my husband, right? And that's just a way for him to make sure that he gets the emails and he can actually see them and they make sense. Outside of that, I collect emails when people do my lead magnet, or when they attend an event, or if they reach out to me on social media and for some reason I have a call with them, but they don't decide to move forward with my program, I still ask them, can I add them to my email list? And that is the bare minimum you should be asking people for. Whether they say yes, no, or maybe, you should always be asking them for their email address so that you can add them to your email list. And you want to be honest about your email list, right? Because a lot of people, I don't know about you, but I have 100,000 emails that I just have not read. Like, I just haven't read. I get so many emails every single day. It's so hard to keep up. So when I ask people for their email list, I say, hey, I send about 1 to 2 emails a week about different tips and tricks and resources that you can use while you're on your career or while you're deciding whether or not to stay at your job, leave, or pivot, right? Just something super simple, a one-liner just explaining why I'm asking for it. And 10 times out of 10, I've never had somebody say, no, thank you. I mean, it may happen, right? But again, I'm just being very clear, like, hey, let's keep the relationship going and at least just give me your email address. And I haven't had anybody resist that. Not to say they won't in the future, but that's where we are today. So again, my email list is still very small. It's about 60 people. But again, everybody that I talk to, whether they decide to move forward with my program or not, I always ask them, can I have their email? Because that's the bare minimum of communication that I can continue to have with them on like every 4-day basis. Okay. And the other thing about email lists that is super cool is that your email list is your email list. So again, when I talk about maybe you losing your account or losing access to your social media, you still have your email list. So you still have a way to reach people that is outside of the social media platform. And you're going to need that. I don't want you to be fearful of like you're going to lose your accounts or anything like that. But again, The email lists are yours. They belong to you. Social media belongs to someone else. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about building your email list. And again, if you have tips and tricks on other ways to get email addresses or how you actually reach out to people for their email address, or even if you just don't know how to start an email list, go ahead and comment down below. Let's talk through it together. I would love to chat through it with you. Again, it was a best practice that somebody gave to me, so I am sharing the knowledge with you all. And I want to make sure that we all grow and glow here together on this beautiful thing that we're creating before we, maybe finally decide to leave our corporate jobs. Now, my timeline, I know I didn't mention it last Sunday, but as of today, I have 475 days left in corporate, okay? And just a quick little recap update on this week. I did have a paid client session this week, so my first yes, I know I talked about that like last week, 2 weeks ago. Got my first yes, actually had the session today. It went so well, y'all. Like it went so well. I haven't actually had any calls this whole week. And this one paying client, this one session that I had with her just kind of like, it sparked me more. Like it just kind of woke me up and was just like, we are here, we are doing this, and we are good at it, okay? So I had that this week. It was really, really good. Again, I'm starting to still have those specific conversations with people instead of like trying to just reach out to everybody, just narrowing down, niching down to the people who I actually want to be in my program and reaching out to them. And I've actually had one person complete my lead magnet this week, which means, they found enough value in the lead magnet to do the quiz that I offer on my website and give me their email address. So that was another win. It's super small, but to me, it's so big because I haven't had someone actually do my lead magnet or complete my lead magnet in probably about 3 or 4 weeks, right? And so I was just itching. I've been itching even this week to just like edit it and update it because I felt like it wasn't working. Like I can see from my analytics that people are actually clicking on it, but they're like, they may not be getting all the way to the end or at the end before it actually asks them for their email address. So I was itching to like just tweak it just a little bit, right? And as a business owner, that's what you want to do when stuff is not moving. You just instantly want to just change it and make it better. But I got that form submission today, early this morning, and the person actually also reached out to me on TikTok, which was, I haven't had anybody reach out to me on TikTok in a very long time. So it was almost like the solidification that I need to say, okay, just wait a minute, just give it a second. Like it's not moving as fast as I wanted to, but it is still moving. Things are happening in the background and people are actually seeing you, Jessica, and they're seeing what you're doing, and the ball is going to start to roll, okay? Probably not as fast as I wanted to, but it's gonna start to roll, okay? So that is it for this video, y'all. Again, the biggest takeaway from today is start your email list. Doesn't have to be anything formal or even connected to a website. Start you an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet. First name, last name, email address. Boom. There you have it. All right. So I will see you all next Sunday in my next video. Hope you all have an amazing week. And as business owners, let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. Bye.